Well, good morning. Trucker Todd here, and time for another video. I'm in Utah, and there's a little bit of snow on the mountains. There was a lot more yesterday. I'm just kind of enjoying the scenery. I'm at a truck stop in Plymouth, Utah, and we had never done this before. I thought we'd just kind of get out and go for a walk and talk. I'm filming this on Sunday, and I I did one yesterday on Saturday, and I didn't like it. It came out really negative, and a lot of you have told me you enjoyed this channel for my positivity, and so I want to try to be positive. And so in this video, we're just going to kind of go for a walk and talk. So here we go. I'm going to get out real quick. I got my truck running because I've been in the truck stop and the batteries got low, so give them a chance to build back up. You can see here, truck is filthy. I've been in some bad weather. So we'll hopefully be able to get that washed when the weather gets a little better. So we got a few things to talk about. We'll get to them. I've been really discouraged this week, as I mentioned, and we'll talk about that. One thing I don't understand, it's not a big deal right now when the parking lot's not crowded, but people taking up 2 parking spots. And I've been here for a day and a half, and this truck's been here the whole time. He's on home time, so he's not waiting for another driver to get here to swap trailers with him or nothing like that. He's just being selfish and taking up 2 spots. And you can see that the company is hauling assets, and there's his trailer, his reefer trailer. This truck stop's pretty nice. Let's get over here and take a look at it. We'll just kind of walk the parking lot. It's been tough the last few weeks. The rates have been in the tank. They seem like they're getting a little better this week. Over the past few weeks, I've ended up replacing 6 of my 8 drive tires. So now the worst drive tire I've got is at least 12-30 seconds, so that's good. I am going to have to get steer tires within the next month or so. And my air conditioner went out a couple of days ago, and that's really affected my morale. I'm going to have to get that fixed. Waiting on some settlements to come in, and probably do that sometime next week. You guys might remember I had to replace those DEF coolant lines, and we've had a lot of normal wear and tear items that have just seemed to all hit at once, and it's been rough. So this is a 76 truck stop. There's the sign. Again, I'm in Plymouth, Utah. I delivered at a steel place that was close to here. Some kind of chemical. I don't know what they use it for. And I can show you the truck stop. There's what it looks like. Really nice people here. And then there's the interstate right there, Interstate 15. Surely you can see it. See cars up there on Interstate 15. Oops, sorry about that. So I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and again, as I mentioned a minute ago, I was frustrated, and you guys actually cheered me up. As I mentioned, the rates have been in the tank. I've had some truck obstacles to overcome, and I'm working harder than I have in a long time. I'm not going home as regularly, and so I got really discouraged. I was like, man, maybe I just don't have it no more. Maybe I've lost whatever I had that made me a good truck driver, and maybe it's time to go do something else. And you've heard me, guys. You've heard me talk about that this is a lot like being an athlete. That you've got so many years, and nobody knows how long it is to make what you can make in trucking. And at some point, we all get to where we can't do it no more. And when I had my stroke, a lot of people thought that was going to be when I had to hang it up, and I did for 6 or 7 months. Man, look at that! They got all kinds of trash in their vehicle, and so I was wondering this week. I was kind of second guessing myself if this was maybe time to go do something different. And then yesterday, on Saturday, after I made that really negative video that I'm not going to show, a couple of you called me, and without knowing my situation, you were telling me almost verbatim what I just told you, that you're struggling, that things are rough, that you just can't seem to catch a break. And so, man, I don't know. I've just been doing a lot of thinking. Look at this alligator right here. For those that aren't in trucking, a tread of a tire after it blows out, they call it an alligator. If you run over one of those in a truck, it can tear up a lot of stuff real quick. Well, heck, I guess it could tear up a lot of stuff in a car too. It's a little windy out here. I hope you're not hearing all that wind. There was a lot more trash out here yesterday when I was filming, and it doesn't seem as bad today. They may have came out here and picked some of it up. So I just thought, we got a nice day here. I thought I'd get out here and walk and kind of stretch my legs. I've been playing video games, looking for loads, and there's just not a lot as normal on the weekends. There will be some tomorrow. They'll post in the morning, and I'll get something then. Somebody left a strap out here and a glove. There's the glove. There's a strap of some kind. It looks like it's broke, maybe. And somebody swept their trailer out here. There's my truck right there. And then over here to the left is the fuel island. You'll be able to see it better here in a second. So the big thing becomes, what's the problem out here? Why is so many people struggling? And I've got my theories. Some of you people that don't like Trump, you're going to say, oh, it's because of tariffs. But the tariffs just took effect. And while I'll agree with you that it's going to be, bad for a little while, several months at least, that's not what's going on right now. We've had an influx of foreign drivers that I just saw a statistic. They're causing 80% of the accidents right now in trucking. And so I think that some of that is the problem. Not speaking English is another big problem that we're seeing right now. And so it's making it tough out here. A lot of states are starting to recognize it's a problem, and they're working towards solutions. But definitely, definitely something that's taking the industry in the wrong direction. Look at this up here. I just walked up here to show you this trash. Good old pee bottle. Wouldn't be a truck stop without it. And check out this truck right here. Very nice Ford pickup. It's no wonder that more places that are starting to say they don't want trucks parking there overnight. You get here and you just see all this trash. I mean, right here by my feet. Let me go down. We got bungee cords, and there's the rest of the bungee cord, and then all this trash. They left a tire out here. There's another bungee cord. That one looks good. Don't see anything wrong with that one. Another broke one over there. Like I say, it was a lot worse out here yesterday. They've come out here and cleaned it up quite a bit. I don't know what that is. Some kind of blanket, maybe? Small blanket. This is also the reason you get a lot of flat tires. I've had my share of those lately too. This truck over here has been sitting here for a while too. And he did the same thing, parking beside his trailer, going home. One thing if you're doing it because you're meeting somebody, you're going to swap trailers. It's another thing if you're just going on home time and taking up two spots. I can't think of a good reason to do that. And I see a trash bag up here. Hopefully that's not a poop bag. We're not going to get any closer than that. There's a little ATV. Those things I guess they've always been high. They've skyrocketed in price. You can get a nice vehicle for what some of those things cost. Part of somebody's mud flap. We got to look at this, Pete. We'll get out here where you can see it good. Nice truck. There's part of somebody's mud flap. And I haven't really showed them, but we got a lot of trash cans out here. There's really no need for this right here. People just throw their trash out here. Beer bottles, that's not a good thing to see at a truck stop. Pacifico Clara. Never even heard of that kind of beer. And all of that. We're back here by Party Road now, so there'll be a lot out here. For those that don't know, Party Row is the back row of a truck stop. Two flatbeds, One of them's got old cars on it. You guys know I like cars a lot, or you folks. I need to quit saying guys because there are female viewers as well. Just it's a habit. It's a southern thing. There's a sock. Oh, I don't fall. More trash. I'm gonna get out of this trash before I step on something. I always like to look at these crushed cars, see if I recognize any of them. Look at that. That's an old classic. You hate to see that crushed. Looks like a four-door Bel Air. I'm guessing there. Oh no, it says it's a Studebaker. That's a 58 Studebaker that somebody crushed. So I don't know what the solution is. I want this video to be more positive than the original one I did. Several of you have contacted me asking me about lease purchases, and I just can't think of a good one right now that I'd recommend. There's so many opportunities to buy a truck that I would do that instead. And right now, until the rates come up, this is one of those times where I think you might be better off in a company position. Another bag of trash and some gloves. More trash. Straps. Sure, I'm seeing a lot of beer bottles out here. I wonder if that's why there's so many bad drivers on the road. So I would probably recommend staying a company driver for now. Boy, this is dangerous. There's like a hole in the parking lot, no grate over it or nothing. The grate has fallen down in there. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a safety cone down in there. But things are going to have to get better, or I'm going to have to make a change. Half of you guys watch my videos hoping I'll fail, and half of you watch kind of rooting for me. And I appreciate both sides, actually. The half that roots against me, it it motivates me to succeed, and the half that roots for me kind of helps on a bad day. And so I don't know. I'm going to hang in as long as I can. If at some point I've got to make a change, I might have to go company for a while or do a lease purchase. Um, Things have got really, really bad. But I'm hanging in there. I'm not at that point yet. I definitely think there's some things that I probably need to talk to Scott about. And there's some things I need to talk to the guy that I bought the truck from about. And but I don't think we're at the point yet where I need to hang it up. I think I'm down this week. I think we all go through that. We all have good weeks and bad weeks. And it's just been tough. I got up here to Utah and I was bidding on a load and somebody come in and undercut me. And I don't mean by $50 or nothing like that. they did it for substantially cheaper than what I bid on it. And they're cutting both our throats when they do that. If they'd have undercut me by $50 or so, they'd have made more money. But when they go half, or not even half, if they go $300 or $400 cheaper without even trying to negotiate, man, they're hurting everybody, because that affects the 30-day averages and everything. And so the broker goes, well, the last guy hauled it for this. And I think it's a lot of foreign drivers that are doing this kind of thing, and quite frankly, probably some new drivers that just don't know their numbers and what things should cost. So here's another one. You can't see it real good. He's got some more of those crushed cars, but look at this Western Star, how nice it is. Pretty truck. Now you just saw all that trash out here. Let's go over here and look at let's look at all the trash cans they've got just in the fuel islands. There's a whole bunch more up around the building. There's a big dumpster right there. I can get my camera to work. No need to do this. This hadn't been one of my most articulate videos. I get that. If you got any questions, feel free to email me at todd@truckertodd.net. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You guys that call, or you folks that call, if I don't answer, leave a voicemail or send me a text. If I'm in a no signal area and you don't, then I don't know you called. And I run into that a lot. People will say, well, I've called 3 times. And I'm like, well, I didn't know it. I was in a bad area. There's 1, 2, 3. Just look at all these trash cans. And people don't even make an effort. And they're not even full. It's not like they threw it away and it blew away. And then up there by the building, there's some more. There's 2 more right there. And there's another big one right there. These people don't care. They just too lazy. But anyway, let me know what you think. How things going for you out there on the road right now? Leave me a comment below or shoot me an email. There's my truck. I'm going to get back inside. Y'all have a great day, and hopefully I didn't discourage anybody too bad. All right, bye-bye.